Hi, my name is Ainur. Let's unpack a creative story. I will make two videos about what you can do with scrap paper, and I will actually show you the flat patterns of my paper flowers. The reason I'm making this video is to make you aware that sometimes it's not only the patterns that are worth of keeping, but also the leftovers. And I would like to show you an example of it. So I was making fern leaves and I was practicing, trying to find the shapes that I like, and in the meantime I was trying to make the fiddle head, the baby fern leaves. That's how they appear, all folded up into a spiral, and later they grow and open up. And I was trying different ways to replicate the nature, but it was pretty difficult. But how I found my fiddlehead was actually taking the scrap paper and cutting out some leftovers, and then I managed to roll it up. But here is an example of how something can help you to find its way into creation. As an accidental discovery, I would like to show you my paper dandelion. I was using black paper, trying to find the correct right shape, and the flower came out pretty striking, and it looks like a flower of its own. It doesn't resemble the white dandelions we know. And here is a scrap paper of the dandelion, and today I will try to make something creative out of those. And here is another example of scrap paper, something that was left after cutting my shapes. And wouldn't you agree that it's very intricate and worth of keeping? And here is an example how layering a few pages of the same color but different in tone can create something 3D, large but in flat format. Sometimes it's about the way you interact with those cut elements. And here is some negative image of the butterflies I cut. This was my failed cut of a flower pattern, but it created an interesting and quite solid to interact with fringe. And versus that, here I have very long, narrow lashes, which are also an offcut from a flower pattern. I didn't film the creative search, but I will show you the results. So here I was using the offcuts of an aster flower, and I curled the ends and connected the two sides. So I have a shape of an eye, but I decided to go for an abstract composition, so I'll let you judge it. This was a quick make of wildflowers, also from leftovers. Here is my scrap from cutting individual dandelion seeds. By bending the circles up, I give volume to quite a complex shape, and since it's cut in white paper, it doesn't look too busy, and on the opposite, looks minimalistic enough. Here's why I didn't film my creative search, because I had a failed attempt. But it led me to some other discoveries. I made a conical shape and layered it with some offcuts. I developed it further into a flower that we all know of. It's a wild climbing flower called Morning Glory. The negative cut of the butterfly area could be used like that without any alterations to the strip. Working with those thin lashes, I found the most experimental. I don't have a use for it at the moment, but I found a new way of working with paper. I like that with Cricut you can replicate and make a copy of something you liked, but I also encourage you to look out for such accidental discoveries and to explore your creativity by using scissors and scrap paper or plain paper. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe.